Hey guys, it's Blue Ducky, and as you can see, I have the two different versions of the limited edition Maleficent doll, character dolls. And so, if you guys haven't guessed it already, or know from the title, this is going to be a doll comparison! Yay! I'm going to be comparing, of course, the new Sleeping Beauty Maleficent limited edition doll, and this one that I already had for quite a while, and it's the Villians Designer Collection Maleficent. And seeing these two together for the first time, I did not realize how much bigger the new Maleficent would be. Of course, the Designer Collection is more like a vintage Barbie feel. So she's that size, a Barbie size, and then the new Maleficent is like quite a bit bigger, as you can see. Now I have the front of the new Maleficent's package open because it's quite easy to take off the plastic and like replace it, and nothing's harmed on this Designer Collection Maleficent. I kind of was seeing if the plastic would come off, but no, it doesn't at all, really. The background and the base is kind of like connected to the hard display case, so I don't really feel like I could get it off without messing something up, so I will not be messing it up. Yeah, so let's first off take a comparison on the accessory, the certificate of, I so have a hard time with this word, certificate of authenticity. So on the Designer Collection Maleficent, the certificate of authenticity is inside the package, and you can see there was 13,000 of this one. And this one is 1,492. So it's behind the plastic, and it really looks cool with her colors and everything. But you couldn't really get it out unless you open it up, and that's not easy at all. And the certificate of authenticity for the new Maleficent collection doll is they place it, let me move this a little bit. There is a opening between the bottom of the white cardboard and the black cardboard. And there's a space there, and that is where they store the certificate on these dolls. It just slides back in here. Yeah, just like that. So usually for doll comparisons, I really like to do a side-by-side comparison, but since of the big difference in height, it's kind of a bit hard for things like the face shape to get a side-by-side comparison. But I'll just take a quick look at Designer Collection Maleficent. You can see she has the yellow eyes as well, but her eyes kind of look a little red. And for her eyebrows, she has purple eyebrows. She does have a little bit of smoky purple eyeshadow, but there's a green sheen to it as well. And you can see the purple liner underneath her eyes. And she also has very thick, cool, long lashes. And then for her makeup, lipstick, her color looks like a purple color. And the overall face shape, you can see she kind of does have that elongated chin a little bit, and the high cheekbones. Also, her skin tone is it's tinted a green color, like a soft green tint. And on the new Maleficent doll, her skin tone is a gray blue. And she has the same yellow eyes and purple eyeshadow. It is a bit different in the design. It looks like she has a dark black eyeliner instead of the purple, and then she has very red lips instead of purple lip. And her face is a pearly color, you guys can see. And she definitely has black eyebrows instead of the purple eyebrows. And you don't see her ear. And she's much more close to the Sleeping Beauty version of her face shape. More exaggerated, but I think just as beautiful. And they both have horns of a sort. The designer doll has horn shape made out of her hair, while the new doll has the classic horns and it's made out of plastic. She has no hair. And they both have a very high collar. This one is from the cape, which is a black velvet with purple satin lining. And it clasps around her neck, sort of like a choker. And the new Maleficent doll also has a high collar, but it goes into our actual dress. And there's 3 layers of them. They are black and purple color scheme, but they have a little more bling with the rhinestone studs. I find it very interesting that they did put leather in both the versions. On the new Maleficent, it's in the collar, while in the designer collection, it's actually in the top part of her dress. And the sleeves are that leather. And her skirt is that black velvet with this purple satin underneath. And I feel like her skirt shape very much kind of resembles this shape with the tight, and then it goes out at the bottom. And it also has the same black velvet and purple satin color. This color is a little more bright than this one, but another similarity between them is you can see the designer doll does have this red satin, and as well as the new one. So the fabric scheme on both of them is different fabric in different places, but you know, they both have the black velvet, the purple, and the red satin, and black leather, which I thought was cool. So using the same colors and same fabric choices kind of ties the 2 dolls together as, like, in the character, iconically character, has those sort of colors. It's very interesting that they did that. Now, the one thing on the newer Maleficent doll is she is completely sort of void of any sort of green color, which when I think of Maleficent, especially in Sleeping Beauty, she had at the coronation, or not coronation, but at the baby's baby shower, when she appeared and left, she had that green fire. And when she was a dragon, she was like breathing. Was her fire green? I don't know. But I think of that green color, which they do put, especially in the designer doll's packaging. The background of her display is that green. But also in her packaging, they have the green color, which I kind of think when I think of Maleficent is the black, purple, and green. You see? But in the new doll, like, even her skin tone to me isn't green. It's very gray, light blue gray. I don't see any green on her, which I thought was an interesting choice. I wonder why they decided, like, even in her packaging, it's black and purple. There's no green. So I thought that was interesting that with the new one they didn't put that color in, which is quite prevalent in the designer doll. As far as packaging goes, I do really like this hard plastic display case for the designer doll. And the bottom has her name, Maleficent, with this really cool, looks like metal pattern. I think that's very pretty, as you can see right there. I don't like that you can't at least take the plastic off, because, I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to open it without messing things up, but it seems like the package is not meant to be opened very much. But it would be nice to, like, be able to lift that off and look at her up close without the glare of the plastic, and then put it back on, which is one thing with the new one. It's more like the other limited edition dolls where you can slide the plastic and top off and take a closer look at her. So I like this, and I like this. I like them both. I don't like that the designer one, you can't look at it, as far as I know, without messing up the package. But I like the design of the display as well. So another thing I was really surprised about when I looked at them side by side is that the staff's design, not the crow part, but the actual staff design, is identical. Of course, the designer doll is has a smaller version of it, but you can see it has that silvery orb with the gold base that looks like crow's feet or dragon's feet, whichever you want it to look like. They kind of look like both. The rhinestones in the designer one are this amber color, but other than that, they look identical except for size. So I thought that was pretty cool that they kept that both the same. And here's the new one staff. You can see under her crow, which I really like that they added the crow. I think that was really cute. But you can see the same sort of textured silver orb with the gold base. They do have white or clear rhinestones on this one. But other than that, it's bigger, but the same sort of design. So I thought that was pretty cool. And on the designer Maleficent, she does not have her nails painted. But on the new collectible Maleficent, she does have red nails. And she also has this ring painted on her finger, which I do not believe the designer doll has as well. Okay guys, so overall I love them both, of course. There are different things on each one that I prefer over the other one. But, you know, I'm just a big Maleficent fan. I'm sure you guys already know that. So I'm just really, really happy to have these two in my Maleficent collection. Yeah, I just think they're both gorgeous dolls for each of their own reasons. Off the top of my head, some specific things about each doll that I like. On the new Maleficent doll, I really like her three-tiered, really dramatic collar. I think that is really, really cool, and I love the rhinestone accents. and as well as the embroidery that goes down into the dress. And on the designer doll, I really kind of like her gloves and the top part of her dress. That's the leather, sort of like a corset with the tulle around the collar and the top of the gloves. I really like that. I think that looks awesome. I really like that they added Diablo to the new limited edition doll as well. I think he's a really cool, yeah, really cool addition, and, you know, it's kind of like goes with Maleficent because that is her spy, her pet, you know, her friend, I guess you could say, her minion. That's the right word. So I really like that they both had the same design for the staff. Just like really tiny differences as far as size goes and color of the rhinestone. But I like that those are both the same. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you like? What do you don't like? Yeah, and your general overall opinion of these dolls. I really like reading your guys' comments, so yeah, do that. I try to write back as many as I can possibly do, which is usually all of them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this doll comparison. Limited edition Maleficent edition. Yeah, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!